Hey man, how's it going?
Roll the die. Roll the die. Roll the die.
I think it's time for a fireball, my friend.
Roll the die. 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 It's time for Maximum Sanchez!
Would anyone care? Want some Astral tea?
That's pretty good. Roll the die. Welcome to the Hall of Magnificence, where every hero is magnificent.
today's Roll the Die.
Hello there, and welcome to Roll the Die, where a bunch of us
Again.
British nerds sit around and play tabletop RPGs. We're playing, obviously, episode 8 of our lovely Star Wars Edge of the Empire campaign, Devil's Gambit. We love that. I mean, that name drop last week was so good.
It was literally because I couldn't think of a bar name. So it's like, you know what? I'm just going to call it that. I was going to put it in at one point.
That is fair enough. But before we get on to any dice rolling, affiliates, because we love them so much. Starting off with Found Familiar, a lovely coffee company in Kansas City, because we all love coffee, and they do D&D coffee, and it's amazing, and I really want some, because I am tired. But yes, we can offer you 10% off with that lovely company if you go to foundfamiliar.com/roll the die, and you pick out your coffee products. Go to the checkout. The discount code is roll the die, lowercase, all one word, for that sweet 10% off. Math Rock lovers, because I know there's a load of people out there. Hell yeah, Math Rocks. We are affiliated also with Dice Envy, which is amazing. I love Dice Envy. They have amazing products from metal dice to resin to wooden dice, and they have some other special
Colourful.
dice as well for different, lovely colourful dice and different dice for different special games as well, which is awesome. Again, we can offer you 10% off because we're that amazing. If you go to diceenvy.com/roll the die, pick out your Math Rocks, whack in the coupon code, which again, roll the die, all lowercase, one word, for that sweet 10% off. Just to let you guys know as well, these companies are in the US, so you may be subject to custom charge in your country of origin potentially. I know in the UK it's 15%, £15. Anything over £15 you get custom charge for.
15%, Jesus Christ, that'd been...
You get 15% custom charge.
What?
Fuck that.
That's insane.
As well, we also have Humble Bundle, which we are sponsoring a game in their registry, which is on sale at the moment because of Black Friday. It's 50% off. It is Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, which is an amazing game, and it's even more great the fact that the cast of Critical Role are in it. But
And it's an amazing game.
It makes the game great.
It's an amazing game, even at full price. I would recommend it at full price, so I'd recommend it even more at half price.
I would
Definitely pick that
recommend
up.
it with blue eggs and ham.
Said Sam.
I said it wrong.
I am.
Jesus.
It's green eggs and ham, you donut.
I know. I realised that after I said it.
She's just thinking blue because of blue milk and
Is
Star
it?
Wars.
Is it those three? Was it that 3 strain?
It was the 3 strain, yes.
The 3 strain of having to restart everything.
The 3 strain.
I take 10 more strain. I pass out.
So any proceeds from the sales of that lovely game will go to the charity Game Aid, which is a UK charity that help disabled individuals with the introduction to the gaming community with special games and equipment, and it's awesome. We love them very much. Special announcement alert! Woo 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 woo! This isn't fully set in stone yet. We are waiting on a few more details to come in, but I would like to just pop it out on the stream and for anyone that's watching. The company Eldritch Foundry, you create D&D miniatures from their website. They ship them to you, and they're awesome.
And make them.
And you can make them because you can also get the digital prints and actually 3D print your own miniatures. We are sponsored by them.
Or soon to be.
Will be sponsored by them. Soon to be sponsored by them.
Notice,
once it all goes
sponsor,
live.
not affiliate.
Yeah,
still a
sponsor,
few
not
more-
affiliate.
Still a few more details to work out, but
Still a few more details.
hopefully
In the
once-
next couple
assuming
of
everything goes
weeks.
smoothly.
Should be
Yes.
a very, very good partnership between us and
It's
them.
going to be a very great. Once it does go live, because I can actually share these details with you, you will be able to receive 15% off your miniatures as well.
We're just waiting for the coupon code to be created.
We are waiting for the coupon code, which will, when it does go live, it will be exactly the same as every other one, because it just makes life a lot easier.
Does indeed.
But you can go at the moment. You can go onto Eldritch Foundry at eldritchfoundry.com/roll the die, because that website is live. And at the moment, they are doing the holiday specials, which I think they've taken about a fiver off of miniatures at the moment, which is awesome because Black Friday and the holiday season is awesome. We
They're
love
also
Black
like
Friday.
they're also like 20, 30 quid a miniature.
Yeah, they are $35,
Which is
I
about
think.
30 quid.
It's about 30 quid. So at the moment, they're $29, which is about
25 quid.
24, 25 quid. And I believe you can get them custom painted on their website now as well.
You can. I did read about that. You do pay a little bit extra.
It's only a couple of quid.
But it's worth it if you're not good.
It is
If you're not artistic like our lovely friend Ethan, who is very good at making like statues, you should like all his Warhammer minis are just like amazingly decorated and stuff. So
Yes.
if you've not got someone like that, then yeah, you might need that.
Definitely get those painted. And they've also just released a few new miniatures as well that you can get on there. If you like, just follow them on Twitter, Instagram. It is literally Eldritch Foundry. You can also find them through our Twitter because we are following them as well. Apart from that, that is all the announcement this week. I'm very hyped for all of them because it's amazing.
So many cool things happening.
It's literally in the span of. I mean, we've been doing this for 6 months now. It's been 6 months.
I'm still waiting on my anniversary present, guys.
Same.
Oh.
Let's be honest, it's been intermittent.
It's been intermittent.
Anyway,
It's been a while since we had the stream.
shall we re-cue the intro?
We should re-roll the intro.
Yeah.
Reroll the die.
And we're back. Yes.
Welcome back.
A very good lesson there. Don't shoot your family.
Yeah, John
It
Luke
happened
makes a
So-
few bad
time,
decisions.
and I only lost a toe.
So we've
Um,
we rejoin everyone in the ship. We finish with like the scene opens on the scene that we finished on. It's sort of like it opens with just on Irene's eyes glowing, as sort of like the camera then sort of like pans out and turns as in front of her, as she's reaching out, she's making a small object in front of her levitate using the force.
You got to
my
stop
God.
doing this.
Oh my god, I'm doing it.
She's
I'm doing it.
in the room on her own. No one else sees this.
Where is Irene? Is Irene in the
In her
communal area?
No,
Oh,
she's
she's in her room.
she's in
Yeah.
the room. She's in the crew room because like the bedroom because you guys had a massive argument. Like a really
Yes.
massive argument.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were screaming. We loved it.
Oh
We
my
were
god, that
talking
was
about it before stream,
so good roleplay.
It
Anyway, Irene, in front of you, you're managing to use the force.
Bring it.
It didn't feel stressful that time. You did still take a strain to do it, but it didn't feel stressful.
Shazam.
Is Reese there?
I'm back. Do you just love network issues?
Oh, did you hear anything I said?
Yeah. No, I did not. Sorry.
Okay. It wasn't stressful for you to lift the object, but you did take one strain. Obviously, you have healed strain from like calming your mind. You did actually manage to heal all your strain.
Oh, sweet. Excellent.
And then the massive argument probably cycled a few strain back up.
That probably
this was after.
this was
sitting in my
after.
room.
Like that's what she was calming down from. She cleared her mind and focused.
For those who did not listen to or have not listened to last session,
Then you should probably
at
not
the
watch
end of
this
that-
one
Well, yeah.
until you go back and watch it.
But as a brief summary, John and Irene got in a massive argument. Irene, her stress levels got so high that she passed out, but she unwittingly, using the force, threw some dinner plates at him.
And cut him a little.
And cut me a little.
He got a tiny cut on his cheek.
It has healed. I'm fine.
It's literally been like the blood stopped flowing. You can still see like
All the blood.
the little bit where it was cut, but it's literally been like no time since last session. It's literally straight carrying on from last session.
It's scabbed over.
Can I try and bring this small object towards me? Like try and get it to float into my palm?
You can. And I
It's gonna be
believe
like what Mark
you do.
Hamill did with the orange.
I have to roll a force die, don't I, to get it to move?
You're already using.
If I'm already moving it, like lifting it, does moving it towards me count as part of the activation?
I believe so. Hang on, let me find
Hang on.
the page.
Yes, I can move. I can spend the thing that I earned to move it within up to short to medium. Oh, yeah. Sorry. An object that is within short range up to my maximum range, so which is short. So
Yes.
I can move it towards myself. Though.
Yes, you can. It is within
And it
short
floats
range.
into my hand.
It does float into your hand.
I have a little screw in my hand, and at this point, this is like the most incredible thing in the world.
What's everyone else doing? Clive is talking to Bits. They were reminiscing about the war, telling war stories. John Luke, I can't remember what you were doing.
Luke is gonna do the noble thing. And goes down to the crew quarters and knocks on Irene's door.
He probably went out for he probably paced around the ship for a while first.
Yeah, no, he would have. He probably would have paced around, gone outside, taken a bit of fresh air, and then decided to actually go down to see Irene.
Yeah, as you step outside, you roll me a perception check.
Perception.
With
Mon Capitan.
2 purple.
How many purple?
2.
Purple.
And take a black setback because you're stressed from the argument. You're de-stressing from the argument.
I've not recovered strain at all.
No. You can roll discipline checks to recover strain.
3 successes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. You're looking around. You notice there being people, but you notice you don't see anyone looking like they're trying to find someone here.
Okay, that's good. It's good to know. I'd taken a lungful of fresh air.
Roll me a discipline. Just flat discipline. No thingy. Just a simple discipline check.
willpower, and I've got nothing. No points of willpower. 1 success, 2 advantage.
I'm back
You
once again.
heal 1 strain.
Lovely.
Sorry about that, guys. Internet's really playing up tonight.
No worries.
I didn't even realise you were gone.
Ah,
Neither did
crap.
I.
Because it's not your scene.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes.
Okay.
I've gone outside and recovered 1 strain
From the fresh air.
from the fresh air.
Nice.
And also just go out and check to make sure that no one's following us.
Which no one was. So yeah, so you go back indoors, you go and knock on Irene's door.
Who is it?
It's me.
If you want, John.
Look, I know I'm probably the last person you want to speak to right now and you want to see. I just came down to apologise. You know, I'm sorry for what happened. You know, it was a stressful situation.
Go up.
I didn't help the
open door
situation
and
at
just
all.
sort of-
Is the object still floating in your hand? Grace?
Sorry, I lashed out.
You know,
Is the object still
perfectly
floating in your
understandable.
hand, by the way, Reese?
No,
Right.
I'm holding it in my hand.
Okay.
I
How-
imagine my
how are you
concentration
feeling?
broke as soon as he knocked on the door. I'm feeling better. Actually, I'm gonna hold up the little screw. And I actually managed to get this to move. It's really cool.
You know, I still don't believe in all this, but you know, if whatever makes you happy, you know, I mean,
Threw a dinner plate at your head, didn't I?
yeah, you did. There's the cut. I'll show the cut.
Yeah.
Sorry
good.
about that.
You quite visibly saw the plates hovering next to her as well, so
Yeah, you
Look.
you kind of hovered more than 1 plate. There was more than 1.
it's about 3.
I'll pay for those.
Nah, don't worry about it.
They were cheap.
I'm.
Yeah, they were
was
cheap.
that- Wait, were they paper plates?
No, they
Oh,
were cheap.
Yeah, I got a paper cut.
It was in essence like a paper cut. You
Yeah.
did take 1 wound.
I did take 1 wound.
A little more of a paper cut then. Look, this is just a lot of new information, and it's just
Yeah, it's new. It's new for all of us.
I'm worried about it could be bad for everyone here, not just you, but Bits and me and Clive now. It's dangerous, and it's
Well,
I just
the
wish you'd
Empire
told
is
us.
already after us. I mean, we're wanted anyway. As much as I'd love for this new power of yours to be amazing and all that, it's got to be kept on the down low. We
Yeah, I
can't
agree.
have the Empire finding out that you've got the Force, because we'd be really fucked.
I agree, and I'll do my best to keep it under wraps.
No, yeah, that's cool. Like, you know, obviously, we'll deal with what comes at the time. I mean, probably the biggest issue right now is the fact that we do have a gang that knew I was here.
Yeah,
So that's probably
and
a
look,
good thing to do.
I'm sorry about the whole thing with your family. Like, I understand keeping secrets. It's just I was just mad because of like how dangerous the situation was.
It's all good. I mean, you know, families have their arguments. I don't know if you how well you'd know that. You know,
It's a bit different at home.
yeah.
I don't really see my family a lot anymore. I moved out ages ago. Didn't really want to live with them all. And I doubt they're the kind of people that would. I mean, that's something. Like, at least they care enough to follow you halfway across the galaxy, even if it is to murder you.
I mean,
I just want to say they didn't know you were here until you drove past.
I didn't know I was there.
Until you until you went into there, you didn't know that they didn't know you were there either. So until you flipped them off.
Yes, that was a good session. I like that bit. flipped them off and was like, "Quick, let me take control of the land speed. Get the fuck out of here." But
Is there any chance of you like resolving things peacefully with them?
I don't think so. We might be in for a battle.
So is all your family out to get you, or is it like?
Oh
Is
yeah.
there anyone you can count on?
No, they're all coming after me. I mean, I did steal this ship. It was they were running a mining operation. I didn't agree with their methods, and I got angry.
Spice mines.
I mean, it sounds like you did what you thought was right.
I don't know. Looking back on it, I feel like I could have done more.
I can sympathise with you there.
But I believe Clive said about some sort of temple on here on Dantooine. We should probably go and check that out and go and ask him about that, because that might help you.
It could be good for learning a bit more about how to control this.
And it gets us
thing.
out of town as well, which would be nice.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I could, if he's paying us as well, I could use the cash.
Yeah, I think we could all use a bit of cash, especially with
Right.
us paying back. Well, I say us, me paying back the huts.
Especially
I'm
since
gonna,
you had
like,
to just
hold
give
out my
away like
hand.
20, like about 15k.
Oh, wait, how many credits have I got left? I've got 9,000 credits.
I'll hold out my hand like to shake, and it's just like, well, let's get to it then.
Yes, I shake Irene's hand and go head up to the galley.
Also, at some point we got to talk about your spending habits, because like you blown through like 15 grand in our first day here.
Yeah, we'll get to that when it comes.
That
I mean,
was
for now,
because
let's-
he drove someone's land speeder into the lake.
No, I know.
Can we
I know, I just
drag
think
the
it's
lake?
I think
funny.
that still
Try and
comes
get that
under
out.
extreme recklessness. Like,
Yeah, his insurance isn't
Still-
going to cover that.
Still a good roll though. Daunting roll.
It
that
was
I
an awesome
succeeded.
roll.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I head up to the galley and
Okay,
call everyone in.
you find Bits and Clive already sat it. Well, Clive sat down and Bits is, I imagine, sat down as well. They're just sharing war stories about the Clone Wars and where they were stationed.
Nice. Hey Clive, well we
He
need
looks up at you.
we need to do this temple crap, whatever it is. I say crap, but it will help. It's something to help Irene.
It's more the
something for the
art. He looks at you. He's like, it's more the artifacts inside. That's
Well, for you, yes, but for
Yeah.
us, you know, it's more of an understanding of the force
it's
and
it
something to
could
help
help.
Irene control it. Yeah.
It could help. That is true.
Do you know where it is?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
He's
I
like,
mean,
he's like,
our best bet is probably to actually take the ship with us.
yeah. I was gonna suggest the land speeder, but
But unfortunately, I drove that.
let
straight into the
bygones
lake,
be
and again, I do
bygones.
apologise. Yes.
But yes, it's not too far from here. He brings up a hollow map of the area and points to where the town is, and then points.
Can I take that and pop that into the astronav, or say the astronav, the nav computer?
You don't really need to astrogate your way there,
Oh,
but
no,
you
not
can.
astrogate, but I just
But you
wanna
can use it
plot
to.
holes.
You can use it to make it easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he points out where the temple is.
Okay. Alright, I mean, I don't think we have any other business in town because I don't really want to get murdered.
I second that.
So I'm guessing, is everyone ready
Oh.
for...
Ethan has finally followed.
Yay, Ethan!
Well, he's finally followed us.
He's finally followed. One of the people
Good
that's
job,
in
Ethan.
it.
Jesus, Ethan. Good job. How you doing, buddy?
True.
But yeah,
I hope all is well.
I mean, if we have nothing else to do, I think we should hightail to the temple.
Yeah. 1 second, actually. I'm just gonna load up my bag with the cooking supplies and some food, just to make sure we've got stuff. In
Caffeinated
case we're
bacon.
stuck out there.
You're literally taking the ship there.
The entire ship.
Oh, we're taking the ship. I didn't realise. I thought we were just doing.
Yeah, no.
I thought we were
No, we're not.
You
We're
can
not
take a
walking
stop
through
at
town.
Dantooine.
It's
You
a
can take,
long
you can
walk.
take a stop at Dantooine Starbucks, but
Dantooine Starbucks. There might be one over
He
one.
he looks he Clive does look at you. He's like, it is heavily surrounded by trees, so it might be a bit awkward trying to land. We might have to land a bit away and still walk.
Hey, you see me? Best pilot in the galaxy. Let's go.
He
mean,
he looks at
on the way there.
he looks at
We
you.
We escaped an Imperial class Star Destroyer. We're
He
fine.
looks at you and is like, you drove a land speeder into a lake. I highly doubt that.
But
After
hear me
pulling
out
his
on this.
thick flip.
Hear me out on this.
I have
point.
seen the best
We didn't
fighter
die.
pilot. I have seen the best pilot in the galaxy, and he died in the Clone Wars. I hear.
Damn.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, surely that means the position's open.
Obviously, non-story. Obviously, out of
Why
story-wise.
did I not think of that?
Obviously, out. You've too late now. The thing's passed. Obviously, out of character. He's obviously talking about Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
No, he's clearly talking about Master Plu Knu. That's why those bastards shot him.
Do you mean
Because he was too
Plo Koon?
good.
You mean Plo Koon?
Yeah, he's the guy with the mask, the mask on his face.
Yeah.
Yes, Master
Jedi
Plo
Master.
Koon.
He's the one who just gets killed in like the montage of Jedi dying.
Yep.
We just have a montage cut in.
If you watch the Clone Wars, though, if you watch the Clone Wars animated series, he's badass.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that makes me more sad about his death.
The final season
A lot
was
of
so
the
good.
Master Jedi in that are because they're Master Jedi.
Yeah.
But they just
They
get,
are.
like,
They all just get.
they-
They all just get freaking mass surprise attacks.
I mean,
yeah.
also as another thing, if you're unfamiliar with the lore of what we're talking about at the moment with the Clone Wars, go and watch the Clone Wars for that specific reason.
There's many seasons.
There are many seasons.
You
but
can even watch
things
the
like-
original. You can even watch the original Cartoon Network animated series where it's all a silent film,
Yes.
but it's
Yeah,
bad.
it is quite bad.
Yeah. So
Let's get ready to rumble.
you take the. You're gonna take the ship over there.
Yeah,
How close are you gonna try and land?
pretty close.
I'm gonna say this. It is heavily, heavily forested.
So how many red die am I rolling?
Like all the red die, 5.
So
That would be. If
I
you're
haven't
planning,
got
if you're planning,
I don't have 5.
if you're planning to do what land in the middle of trees with no actual space for a ship, it's gonna be pretty daunting.
Can we
Can I land-
clear an area with the ship cannons?
Yes. Pew, pew, pew.
I was gonna
No, that
say
might
there
have
is
attention.
Wildlife
No, that
there
might have
is-
attention.
there is areas not too far away where you could
Yeah, can we do
probably
that?
yes.
Can I
You
just do a
can
straight
find
planetary roll?
you don't have to roll for this. You just fly there. It's
Oh,
the space that you find is big enough. Like you've still got like about a 30-minute hike, but
I
Bits,
mean,
while
I
they're-
rolled
while
my
we're flying
space piloting check anyway.
there,
Okay.
While we're flying their bits, do you want to do like an Irene and bits like suit up montage? Where we like get all like gear together.
bada
X gon' give it to you, what?
bada boom.
I was
Bada
thinking more
bada
like down,
boom.
da-da-down.
Bow, bow, down, 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 down.
Just every.
I was going a bit more. Clearly, I was the only one going for
Yeah,
a
just-
bit more Metallica.
Irene's gonna do a Deadpool and forget the ammo bag while we're in the taxi.
I don't need ammo. I use a spear.
You know,
Spear,
the
knife,
reason
and, like,
the
fist.
reason they did that is because they ran out of budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they did a lot of things. That's why the other X-Men didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't afford them.
And they
then
did a throwaway
Deadpool
scene in the
2.
next one where they just like were in like the next room and just like slowly close the door when he's not looking.
Anyway,
I like that one.
Yeah, so yeah, basically like Bits is like flinging like utility belts and backpack and
are you
all bits
taking
and
the
pieces,
rotary
extra
cannon?
ammo. I am not taking the rotary cannon. It's too heavy to carry that along with my heavy blaster. And my heavy
Do
blaster
you
is
want the
probably better.
sniper?
I can't carry anything more than I'm already carrying at the moment.
Okay.
You would need to purchase more backpack space or utility belts and stuff to give you more carry capacity.
Much encumbrance do I
Yes.
have?
Purchase it from EA.
Oh, I only have 2.
For
I could take
20
the long
quid.
rifle.
Yeah, 20 quid. Real money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the
Microtransactions.
sniper rifle.
This is
Yeah.
gonna tabletop RPGs with microtransactions. You have to pay the DM to get things.
Jesus Christ. I mean, if that was
And
if that
do
was
you
the
take
actual
cash or
thing, then
chip?
There is-
Jesus.
Have you never heard of D&D pay to join sessions?
Yeah, no, I have.
That's exactly what it is. Tabletop RPGs with microtransactions.
Dang, I've never heard of that.
Nice. There's a lot on the D&D 5e beginners Facebook page.
It's also more on like the internet version because the GM's usually having to purchase stuff.
Yeah, the Roll20 stuff.
Anyway, you land perfectly fine in a clearing with about a 30-minute hike.
Is it like so? It's still like fairly like thick jungle terrain. Is it hard to get through?
It's
or
like
is it,
it's less jungle
doable?
terrain, more like heavily forested.
Okay.
So like there is a bit of undergrowth and stuff. So as you walk in, can I get everyone to roll me perception, please?
No.
Yes.
Well, tough shit. You're rolling perception. I said so.
I don't want to fucking do it.
Rock's full. You die.
Oh my god!
How difficult, or is it just a straight roll?
Roll me 3 purple because it's like quite overgrown. No one's been
Very
here for a
foresty.
while. Yeah.
It's like a jungle in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I got 2 successes and 1 threat.
Perception is cunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's willpower.
No, perception is cunning.
Okay, I rolled the wrong thing.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
I got 1 threat.
I got 2 successes and 2 threats then. If I subtract my green.
Yeah, perception is cunning.
Yeah,
What did I
I'm
say?
cool.
I said, hang on, I'm just rolling for thingy as well.
For Clive.
The clav.
Clive!
That cancels 3 success and a threat. You guys all see what looks to be like a giant like bear thing, creature thing. Like a couple of them.
Are they owlbears? Are there owlbears in Edge of the Empire?
Worse, bear owls.
A galaxy a long time ago in a place of substantial distance.
We have fun. Can I ask Clive, what is that?
He looks. Sorry. I'm just finding stats for it. There we go.
John, have you ever seen one of these things before?
He's like, he whispers at you. He's like, yeah, it's what they call a bear sloth.
Guys,
Told you, owlbear.
move quietly. And
Dangerous?
slowly. I don't want to provoke it.
I will need everyone to roll stealth then.
Really wish
Can't
I
I can attempt.
One set.
So I have no ranks in stealth. I have 3 points in agility.
That's
Then
3
you got
green.
green.
That's just 3 green.
Thank you.
What's
I've
the
also just
difficulty?
lost one of my dice.
Is it?
Which means you're down a green.
No,
Is it
I'm not
3
down
purple?
green. I've got more green. Just need to find that green die. I'll probably step on it later and fucking hurt my foot.
Yeah, Ben, is it?
The roll
it
is
2 or
going
3
to
purple?
be. So you're rolling against, because obviously it's an animal, I'm treating its perception check as its survival skill. Because it would
Alright.
notice you through that. So it's actually 2 red and a purple.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Guys, I think we're fighting a bear.
Yeah, I think we are.
Not
I'm not.
necessarily.
One
not.
success, 2 advantages.
2 success, 3 threat.
I'm quickly confirming. Bear with.
Right, 1 sec as well, because I need to roll for.
Roll for bear. Or Clive. Roll for bear, Clive.
I will still roll for Clive, but if someone wants to roll for him, I can send you the stats.
Does anyone want to play Clive as well as?
Like you'll just be
Nah.
playing. Yeah, that's fine.
That gets cancelled out. That gets cancelled out. That gets cancelled out. 2 success and an advantage.
I'm currently trying to find the sniper.
So what has everyone gotten?
2 success and 1 advantage.
Okay.
2 success, 3 threat.
And 1 success, 2 advantage.
Okay, so everyone succeeded, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Clive didn't. Clive
Oh,
got 1
shit.
threat.
Oh,
Right, we're fighting a bear, boys.
Clive trod on a twig.
We are number 1.
What?
Don't touch that!
So Reese, any thoughts on what you think your threat might be? You succeeded, so you are stealthed.
I think my threat would be that because we're probably gonna. If we do roll vigilance checks, I'd probably take a step back because I'm a little bit focused on trying to move away instead of prepping for. I'm not expecting a fight.
I'll say that it takes, like, while being stealthed, like, while sort of focused on that, you're just quite focused on that, and while trying to stealth, you trod in animal dung.
Dog shit.
Oh no!
Like, it was like a puddle of it as well. Like a little puddle.
Oh, it's wet. It's in my socks. Guys, I need a washing machine.
They live longer with cow gum.
They do indeed.
They do.
Everyone else's advantage is that you're just sort of like able to move a bit swiftly while staying stealthed. Collectively, I want to know what is everyone's best. What's in terms of stealth? Who has the highest agility and stealth stat?
I have 3 agility with 3 green die. I have no ranks in it.
Okay. Does anyone have any ranks in stealth?
Yes, I've got 2 ranks and 4 agility.
I have 1 rank and 2 agility.
Okay, right. So this has just worked out what I'm doing. Okay. Good to know.
Is that working out your perception
not.
towards the bear?
This is the bear trying to see if he spots you.
Yes, the perception of a bear.
And there was more than one.
The bear, really.
Oh fuck, there was more than 1.
There was like 2. So Instead of
So you're
rolling,
Jar Jar
saying
Binks is
that-
going to pop
wait,
up in a minute, I guarantee
wait,
it,
wait,
and
you're
fucking
saying
ruin
there's
the whole
more?
operation.
Ben, are you saying there's more than just the bare necessities?
yes, I'm saying there's more than the bare
Oh no!
necessities.
Charlie, they're certainly going to come to us.
Jesus fuck.
Bare necessities of Dantooine
I mean,
will come to you.
it is a Disney collab.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna roll them both separate
Oh,
because they're not minions. They're not minions, so they don't act as a group. They act as separate entities.
Oh. Are they...
Oh dear.
Okay, turns out one of these bears is actually like blind.
Okay.
Because he
How would
got
you roll?
three failure and a despair.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
It's blind, deaf, and it has no nose.
It doesn't
How does it
notice
smell?
anything. If anything, you stepping in the animal shit has made it not be able to smell you.
Oh, you've masked detection.
Guys, this is the key. Just roll in shit.
Nothing can possibly go wrong except this.
I am not doing that.
The other bear Force 1.
Therefore, Jesus, Ben.
It's only Bear Force 1 if the president is inside it.
And it's in the sky.
Going up to the spirit in the sky.
I hope not. That'd be a real disappointing end to the campaign.
It would.
You guys
You're
got
flying a
lucky.
bear in space.
You
Do
guys
they
got
not
really
detect us
lucky.
at all?
They didn't
What does
detect
this
you.
bear roll?
Oh, thank fuck.
2 failure and an advantage.
Yeah. How would he like to spend his
Okay.
advantage, though?
He shall spend his advantage by not failing to. He shall spend his advantage by succeeding in finding you. No, that is
Oh my God,
impossible.
No.
He
You'd have
finds
to roll really
his
fucking good.
his advantage is that he finds a lovely bit of morsel of food.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He's chomping down on it.
He chomps down on it. You literally just see him pounce on a space deer.
Space deer. Yeah.
Nice.
Space deer.
As we swiftly move through silence.
As you swiftly move through, moderately silent.
Squelch.
Clive is
No, he's fine.
His cloak is flapping in the wind.
He's fine.
Clive, if you're having trouble, step in some of the shit. It masks your scent.
I'd rather not. He's like, he looks at you. He's like,
Move.
I'd rather not.
Protection.
I want. You walk about for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
You can kind of see in the clearing possibly like a statue of some kind that's dilapidated and some like brickwork. Can I get everyone to roll me another perception check?
How moderate? Is it just straight?
Just
or
2 purple.
2 purple?
Or 1. Yeah, 2 purple. 2 purple.
2 purple.
Wait, was that everyone, yeah?
Yes, please.
Everyone.
Okay.
2 success, 1 threat.
Okay.
Can I spend my threat?
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
The smell from the shit is kind of starting to waft upwards now, and it's very unpleasant.
Take a strain.
Ah, damn it.
I got
I mean,
1 success
yeah.
and 1 triumph.
So 2 successes.
I would say
Bit of
your
triumph.
triumph is that you're immune to the smell, but you're a droid, so.
1 success, 1 advantage. Can I spend my advantage to the fact that I cannot smell this shit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Gonna say you can also spend your advantages to heal strain, but
The shit is more important.
I'm okay on strainer at the moment.
You all succeeded though, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did
Oh
Clive
wow.
succeed?
Clive is very perceptive. You got 4 success and a threat. He
Oh.
does smell the shit though.
That's his threat, innit? His threat is the shit.
He does take a strain.
It takes the strain from shit.
Whilst
Um,
everyone is complaining
Hey
about,
guys,
is
it's a
like
shitty
complaining about the
strain.
smell under their
So,
breath.
everyone.
Bits decides
It's
What
a
do you do?
straining shit.
Bits decides to point out, as everyone's like obviously like complaining about the smell under their breath, that if you can smell something or taste something, then there must be particles in it already in your nose and mouth.
Yes, I didn't want
Shit
to know
particles.
that. Come on, dude.
Well, it's like the thing about the fact that your testicles has taste buds.
Yes.
I didn't want to know that either, John.
But not that you have
God.
testicles, to my knowledge.
These are weird organic hang-ups. Mad
Crap,
around.
I don't.
You all notice.
Cups, Irene.
Not too sure.
Irene
You're not
gonna
too
punch
sure
you
if you
do
see it.
that.
You think that you see a vehicle. A vehicle
shit.
there. A land speeder that
Ooh,
looks
Hey,
broken
Clive.
now. It looks a bit rusted and vines are growing over it.
Does it look like an Imperial sharpshooter crashed it? Because that's how they normally look.
No,
Is it a 4-seater?
no, it was it was a 2-seater.
Can I go
I
over
want to
to
walk
it?
up to it and just like give it a kick and see if anything falls off.
Your foot goes through a bit of rusted metal. And you just hear it creak and just sort of like bits of it fall apart further.
Clive, do you want this
Like this-
one or?
I can repair
You're
it.
trade.
He looks at you. It's like
I can,
that's too far gone. It's covered
I
in
mean, I can
vines.
repair it.
It's covered in vines. It's broken. It's dusted. It probably doesn't work anymore, and I don't trust you to repair it.
And also to make things
Hey!
worse, vines are completely outdated now.
They are
Yeah. If it
all
were
about
covered in
them TikToks.
Exactly.
Jesus.
I like the way we all thought the same thing.
Alright. I'm guessing we're approaching town or whatever settlement is nearby, or the
You're
statue
in-
that's nearby that you said.
Oh, right,
Actually.
we're
So
approaching
yeah,
the temple.
you're literally in front of the temple. You see a dilapidated statue that looks like this. To describe it for the rest of us, it looks like those statues that you see on like the Jedi Temple in Coruscant,
Okay.
It's like
but
very
dilapidated.
Smooth,
bit
like
fucked.
robed figures, but with like human faces or like alien faces.
Yeah.
And that's actually they're kind of just like expressionless faces, really.
They are.
But they're
But
meant
yes,
to have no emotion, right?
Yeah.
there is no
Which-
emotion.
Jedi are so fun. Man. It's all about fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do while you're standing in front of this temple?
I wanna just like I don't know. Come back to me.
What's everyone doing?
I'm pondering.
On
I turn to Irene
come on,
and
Irene.
Clive. I'm guessing are Clive and Irene kind of next to each other, would you say?
Clive's kind of like, as you guys have stopped, Clive has sort of headed towards where he knows the entrance to it is, which is
Okay.
round the side.
So-
So you've come upon it on one of the sides.
Okay, because I kind of have a question for Irene and well, John has a question for Irene and Clive.
Okay, you see Clive walking off round the corner bit as you thingy.
Hey,
Depend-
Clive.
How loud are you talking?
Quite loud. Oh, I'm trying to get his attention. Obviously, I'm not going to scream it now.
Okay.
Are we in earshot of the bears still, or like how far off are we from them?
Well, they were 30 minutes away, but you don't know what else is nearby.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like a fuck off sandworm.
Could be platypus bears.
It's a chicken duck woman thing. It's been waiting for us.
Well, I'm saying that I could
Oh.
comlink it. I could comlink him.
The wrath of the Turducken.
If
Do
he's
you
walked off
comlink?
a little bit. I'm gonna
Tell me what you do.
comlink.
Okay.
Because you're saying of what else could be out here has made me suspicious.
Okay, so retconning.
Retconning. Yep.
You're not.
comlink,
Are you shouting into the comlink?
No.
Okay. Are you changing your mind because I said there might be other stuff out here?
Yeah, I don't really want to engage in combat right now.
You've already.
Have I attracted something?
That's
Well,
too
it's
much.
sort of-
That's too much takebacks. That's too much takebacks when you've already sort of said that. You're changing it from
Alright,
what I've said. Yeah. You haven't, luckily.
Oh, we haven't engaged anything, or something hasn't come finding us. That's good.
Something hasn't come finding you. Like you
Yeah.
don't think something has.
Oh, it's like that one episode in Critical Role where like they roll perception and it's like you seem to think everything's okay, and then everything wasn't okay.
That's just normal D&D perception roll.
That is.
every perception roll in D&D.
So yeah, Comlink, Clive.
He
I've got a
hears
question.
you from shouting. He turns and walks back. He's like, yeah, sure. I was heading towards the entrance, but sure.
Yeah, but I've got a question about the entrance per se.
Okay.
So if this is a Jedi Temple or whatever the kind of temple this is,
Yes.
does that mean that Irene is the only one that can open the door? Because it's a Jedi Temple, you must have the Force to use it.
I wouldn't be able to answer that honestly. I presume
I
not,
thought you were
because
familiar with
I
Jedi.
presume not because non-Jedis can walk into a Jedi temple if they've got business with the Jedis in the temple.
Yeah, but what's not to say that these were sealed up when
And I have not
during
visited this
during
place.
the wars?
I have not been able to get a party together to visit this place yet. So I don't
Alright,
actually know.
mean-
I don't actually know what lies in wait inside there for us.
Should we go and find out?
That was my aim. That's what you just
Well, you were
distracted me
going-
from doing.
You were going alone, so why don't we go together?
Thought you were all following me. I'll be honest.
No, we're looking at this statue. You know, look at it.
Yes, I've seen many like it.
Staring at the statue, like trying to.
He's not phased by it because he's seen many like it when he was on Coruscant for a little bit. Back in the day.
Bits is flipping off the statue, by the way.
Okay.
Fitz, is this what I pointed at the statue? Is this one of the ones that used to that killed your buddies?
Roger. Continue
Not-
to
as
like.
well.
Not direct. He doesn't recognize at all on who the statue is. It's just generic Jedi
Oh yeah,
figure.
yeah, no, yeah, exactly. It's not a
It's
specific
generic
person, but-
Jedi figure. So yeah, so leads. You get led round towards an entrance.
Yeah, we're just following Clive, I think, at this point. Do I get a sense, like any sort of sense from this place? Like, is there I'm trying to focus and see if I can feel the Force, like if it's any stronger around here.
It feels you're not. You can feel a presence of it.
Sort of similar to when I touch the statue, or when I
Yeah, kind of. You're not. You've only just discovered attunement to the Force, so you're not really familiar with it enough.
yeah, it's just like a little a feeling at the back of my mind, not really very strong.
Yeah, you just know that this place has significance to the Force.
Ooh. While we're walking, I'm going to pull out my little bag of sweet berries and just offer them round. Anyone
Okay.
wants one?
Clive takes one.
John, you want a sweet berry?
Sure. I'm pretty hungry.
Bits, I know you don't eat food, but would you like to be offered one? I just want to include you.
Bits
I want you to feel included.
Bits is still like fairly distracted by the statue, like looking back at him, just sort of takes a berry and smashes it into his face.
He now has a
Have
new
you
red.
tasted?
There's now a new red marking on his face bit, on his faceplate, where
Have
he
you
smashed the.
developed taste?
Bits.
Have you developed taste? Oh my god, are you
What is
becoming
this
more
taste?
self-aware?
What is this taste you speak of?
This is the way.
Do you not aware?
I'm gonna seal up my little bag and put it back in my backpack.
Okay, you get led to the front of the entrance. It seems, unlike the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, this one seemed like it went a bit more undergroundy.
Okay.
This seems like it was used during like the Clone Wars, but it was created long before. There's like a giant stone doorway that is ajar slightly.
Guys, there's a jar in the door.
What kind of jar?
Is it
Mason.
What is in it? Is it mayonnaise? If it's mayonnaise, don't touch it.
might be off.
It's a mason jar with mayonnaise in it.
So the door to the temple is open ajar.
It is half open, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to clutch my gun.
And I am going to clutch my chickens.
Yes, Cade. Just too soon. It's been 2 years.
What is
I'm
everyone?
insane.
What is everyone doing? Then is anyone leading the
No.
way? Anyone going in first?
I mean, I was gonna clutch the gun and walk in.
Okay. As you walk in,
Just out.
bats
Yep.
fly out at you, and
I
just
pull
sort
the
of
gun
like
out,
fly
surprised.
past you.
I'm like, ah, fuck!
Clive sort of
The
chuckles
gun.
a little.
It's fully out.
Clive
Don't
chuckles
you
a
laugh
little.
at me.
It's like "Ah,
This is the first time I've been to the Jedi Temple. I don't know what the fuck's in here.
that was just bats, like any old cave.
I've never been in a cave.
Really? Not even on an asteroid with a giant worm inside.
That's a very
This is an
specific
entirely
scenario there,
random
Clive.
That is very specific.
I heard that there's asteroids. Well, I've seen it during the Clone Wars. Someone parked in there and got swallowed.
Bits.
Yeah, I
Bits
don't. Mate,
says-
I'm not that stupid. I do have sensors on my ship.
So did
Bits
they.
just sort of like sees this fiasco and goes, "Why is it so terrifying? Bats are just tiny mammals."
They are indeed.
Yeah, they're bits. You won't understand. It's human intuition.
Hey, he
Do you
understands,
do you
so-
continue on your way in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, as he says that, Bits takes another berry and like, from that, reaches into his backpack and smashes it into his face again.
Oh, did you take two berries
Timing.
from? Clive is just
No,
watching
no.
it and like laughing a little. It's like, he thinks he's a human. He's thinking to himself.
Hey, Bits is not just an ordinary droid.
He thought it to himself. He didn't say it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Not me.
He's starting like it's like Crichton in Red Dwarf.
You
Bits, is there
you
anything
walk
you're
in.
actually afraid of?
There is a little bit of light in there, but not much. It seems very dark. The only bit of light is just from the doorway and a little sort of like hole which looks like it's been like vines have enclosed itself off, so the sunlight's barely peeking through.
Hang on, I've got this. I'm going to pull one of the glow rods out of my bag and light it up.
Okay.
We'll light it up.
Does it say how much they light up?
I'm just having a look now in the utilities section. Ba, 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 ba.
'Cause I can't remember how much they glow up.
I'm also going to try and find this.
I believe they kind of work like torches. They sound like glow sticks, but they work. I think they work more like torches. Hang on, I'm just. Do. One of those situations where I wish I had a computer instead of a tablet.
Yeah,
Because every time I try and scroll down, it's like highlighting everything on Excel.
does indeed.
Well, on the Star Wars RPG wiki, it says they project a beam of bright light and can illuminate objects at respectable range. So it's assuming it's like a flashlight.
Okay then. You pull out a
Yeah, I
flashlight.
think that sounds right. I flick it on and like, yeah, now we can see.
It's a handheld light source that illuminates an area in a directional beam. Common device with many different styles. Each operates with an internal chemical power source or a small rechargeable battery power cell. Okay.
So it's a flashlight.
So yeah, it's a flashlight. It's a space age flashlight.
I got one of those little tiny compact ones. It's literally the size of your palm.
Okay. That means it won't shine as much light as a normal one.
Okay.
It'll shine about half the light and go about half the distance. If not a third of, and maybe a third of the distance actually, or two.
I'm gonna toss my other one to bits so that
Unless
bits, you've got the goggles.
I was going to ask if you had one.
so you can kind of
I'll
see.
take one if you got one of those.
I'll toss it to John Luke.
I'm holding it in the fashion of
Holding it
torch in my left hand and my gun is resting on my wrist for stability.
Yeah.
So looking around, you see sort of pillars. You also see what seems to be like a glass orb sat in the like a crystal orb sat on top of a pedestal in like not quite the center of the room, but a bit closer to the far side, sort of about a third of the way between the center and the far side of the room. As you walk in, the room's probably about about 30 feet across.
Okay.
Like from the door, 30, 40 feet.
I point to the crystal and go, Clive, is that what you're looking for?
He's like, no, that's, well, I could always take it, but this is only the entrance. There's much more to this place.
Irene.
What's up, John?
Try and use the force on that crystal. See if it does anything.
Okay.
I mean, we're in a temple, for God's sake.
Like, focus on it or try and levitate it?
Focus on it.
Okay. Oh, I can give it a shot. I take a couple of steps towards the crystal until I'm like in a couple of a foot away from it, and then I just sort of like try and focus on it. See if it does anything.
I could make you roll for it, but I'm not.
I mean,
you try focusing on it and nothing happens. That's why I'm not making you roll for it.
I don't think I'm getting anything from it. It doesn't seem to react.
Damn.
Maybe I'll try lifting it. But everyone stand back because I'm still not. All I've done is lift a screw, so I'm not sure how well this will go.
Are you going to use the same method as before?
The same method I was using before in the ship.
Clearing your mind and stuff. Yeah. Have you got your little song with you?
No, she wouldn't bring it out to the field because she doesn't want to lose it.
Okay, so you
risk
won't be
getting
you won't be getting any boosts then.
Okay.
Do you remember what I made it? I made it like 2 purple, didn't I?
2
A
purple,
discipline. Yeah. Roll me discipline then. And then
Thankfully, I upped my willpower score.
good.
Very nice.
Not a fail, but 3 advantages.
Okay. Yeah, you can activate your force power, but you're gonna have to obviously follow the force power instructions.
Yeah, I got to roll a thing.
Yeah.
Alright, rolling. Hey, I got 2 light side.
Okay.
So
That gives you 2 points.
okay, sweet.
You will be taking a strain though.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. What are you gonna spend the points on?
So the first point I can't. The thing is, I don't really have a lot to spend it on. So the first one, I'm just gonna like lift it up into the air,
Or attempt to.
just sort of like so it's hovering like 2 feet off of the pedestal.
Okay. You try lifting it. It seems like it's like binded to the pedestal into like what is holding on it.
I'm gonna spend the other point to see if I can sort of like really pull it up because I think maybe I'm not focusing on it enough.
The other point is just gonna do the same thing again.
I could feel it lifting, guys, but it's stuck on something.
It didn't feel like it was gonna lift at all.
Uh,
I'm just gonna put that out there.
I think it's actually embedded into the pedestal. I don't think
It's
I can
part
move
of it.
Can we remove
Maybe
the pedestal?
I don't think the pedestal's concrete into the floor bits. I don't think I'm strong enough to lift that.
It is concrete
I don't think
onto
I'm
the
strong
floor.
Bits just sort of like aims the heavy blaster rifle towards
It
its base.
does seem to swivel a little though as you sort of like touch it. You do feel like it would, like that's what you felt was giving way. It was less the crystal, more possibly the pedestal, like that it might turn rather than lift.
Hang on. I bet my force power's ended, so I'll just grab it by the sides and try and twist it.
Okay. Which direction are you twisting it? Just tell me.
I'll twist it to the right.
Okay. So you just start twisting it to the right. You find that you can twist it pretty much all the way. Like it twists 360.
Okay. Is there anything inside the crystal? Like, or is it like open top, or is it just like?
It's like a big orb crystal, the size of like a about half the size of a football.
Okay. I'll try and shine my torch through it to see if it does anything.
It seems like it seems sparkly. It seems to shimmer a bit more from the there's like barely any rays of sunlight coming through, like near to the ceiling, near to one of like the holes in the ceiling. That I said was fine. That I did say was well, you wouldn't have been able to see it, but you can see sort of like a couple of specks of little rays of light coming from like a source somewhere on the ceiling that seems to shimmer on the orb a lot more when it does.
Can I look towards that beam and see if anything's like blocking it, or?
You can, yes, you can see what looks to be like an opening somewhere on like the ceiling, on like the far side. This would be on the far side of the room. Well, not the far side of the room, the side of the room that you entered. So not where the door was, just just above it. It looks very. It looks like there's like vines and debris covering it.
Could I reach it with my spear? Like the covering.
Oh, it's like 30 feet up, 20, 30 feet up. This is a tall ass ceiling.
Hey, Bits. I bet you can't shoot through that hole in the ceiling.
Roger, Roger.
He points to a hole which sunlight is starting to try to go through, but there's a lot of vines covering it, as I just said, and a few rocks and stuff.
I feel like
Never tell me the odds. Just tell me what I need to roll.
So you're gonna try and shoot. You're gonna try and shoot at it
Yes.
in a temple that looks like it has stuff falling apart. You notice
Yes.
as you're standing there thinking and aiming up the shot, just sort of like dust just sort of like falls down, like that was like concrete dust, like brick dust. You know, like you see when like a building's falling apart.
Hey, hang on, I just had an idea. Bits, like, hold fire for just a second. I want to see if I can try something.
What are you gonna do?
I have a grappling hook.
Okay.
I need to figure out what range my grappling hook goes to.
Do indeed.
Give me 2 seconds. It's when I find out it will not reach. Da 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 da. Yes, I remembered I have the grappling hook now.
Was that the one that you bought
Yeah, the one that I bought.
on Tatooine?
Yeah, the only time I ever used it, I accidentally pulled a rock down on my face.
Yes, that was funny.
Skadoosh.
It says it just fires a grappling hook and a cord. It doesn't say anything about range.
I'll say that it would reach.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see if I can fire the grappling hook and lodge it in there and pull myself up to clear the vines.
I'll say, because you're trying to aim it, I'll treat it as like a ranged light attack at medium range, so 2 purple.
Okay. Do I get a boost from aiming?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Awesome. Ah, boo. 2 advantage, 1 failure.
Okay. You fire it, it hits a rock. One of the rocks holding onto it, it hits the front side of it instead of going over it and bounces back down. The advantage is that you don't cause anything bad to happen by missing.
Okay. Could I recover a strain as well with one of
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Sorry, Bits.
So Bits goes to take aim again.
I get the hell out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, make a weapon attack. Same again, medium range. You're aiming, so I imagine you were aiming while Irene was doing that as well.
Yeah, as yeah, basically.
So actually, you did a full round of aiming. So that's 2 blue. Because you did more than 1 round of aiming.
Okay. Do I have any black or?
No, because you can see fine.
Yeah.
You can see fine.
So I've got.
As well.
The binoculars would undo 1. Also, I've got custom grip, which would undo another 1. So even if I had 2, they would be from like darkness or anything else. It'd still be undone. So part of the reason why I'm using this weapon and not the other one. What's the difficulty again? It's 2 purple, isn't it?
2 purps.
Cool. I also get another blue from my own weapon.
You also
accurate.
technically, yeah, I was gonna say, don't you also technically get a
I automatically get a success on top
success?
as well.
Yes.
He does. Fitz has the best.
Holy crap! That is total of 6 successes and nothing else.
Okay. Good. There's nothing else, so there's nothing bad that's gonna happen from it. Luckily, you do blast. You. What weapon is it? Heavy blaster.
It's a heavy blaster rifle.
So you take a blast and it takes a big chunk of the rock which falls down to the ground. It explodes one of them, and some of them fall down to the ground in front of you guys, like quite away in front of you guys because you were aiming from a distance away. It lets through a bit more light, but there is still the vine. There's still the case the vines still blocking quite a bit of the light, and the vines look like they're actually on the outside of the temple.
I'll go up outside the temple. Is there a way to like climb onto the roof?
There's not an easy way, but you can certainly do an athletics check to try and do it. It's quite a long way. There's a couple of it's going to be a couple of athletics checks because you're going to be stopping like there's little patches where it's still fine.
Would the
like where you'd
hook
have to
allow
stop.
me to get up there any quicker?
You can use the grappling hook to try to again. You'd make a ranged thingy attack, and if so, then I will give you like boosts.
I'll try that again.
Succeed. Yeah. Range light, 2 purple.
Okay. 1 success, 1 triumph.
Oh, your triumph is that it holds very well, and you got it and managed to land it in a really sturdy spot.
Yeah.
So sturdy that you'd have to actually go all the way to the top to actually get it back to unlodge it, to dislodge it.
It's a good thing then.
You managed to sort of get it through a gap between the vines, though, so that's where it landed.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll me an athletics check. I'll say that the thingy decreases the difficulty of it. So it's an athletics check of 2 purple instead.
Okay.
Because it
1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay. Because it was going to be 1 purple and a red, so.
Nice. Oh.
So yes, I was going to say you get like you get like 2 boosts as well.
Oh, never mind.
But you succeeded. Yeah, so you managed to climb up to where the vines are.
I want to take my vibro knife out of the sheath and just sort of like cut through them.
Okay. I want you to you can do that. Yeah, I won't make you roll for it. I will make you roll for an athletic. How are you trying to hold on?
So
because you're on like a sheer drop. You're on like a sheer drop bit right now.
So I am sort of like I'm trying to. If there's anything I can get purchase on with my feet, I'll do that.
You guys on the inside, you can see a shadow of Irene by the hole. Clive's looking at me. He's like, "Be careful up there! Don't fall."
Try not to.
Try not to die.
What's up there?
Roger.
I'm just clearing the vines away. I think it might help with the crystal in the middle of the room.
As you guys are looking round, there's other sort of like pedestals and stuff with smaller crystals on it. There seems to be some crystal like mirrors built into the columns. And some on the walls and stuff. There seems to be quite a lot as you guys have been looking around. I imagine like Clive and John Luke have been looking around in the meantime.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what you would find. So there's this one in the middle, but then there's some others. There's quite a few others around as well. Yeah, so how are you holding on again, sorry?
So once I'd find something that I can put my feet on, something sturdy. like just rest them on.
Okay, might be a bit hard, but
with one hand I'd like hold on to the thing, and
you're
with the
holding
other,
onto the
I'd,
rope.
not the rope. I'm holding on to. I'm putting my arm through the hole to try and like hold it so that I can unhook the grappling hook and hook it onto something that's not the vines.
It's not hooked onto the vines. It's hooked around the other side of the hole.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, I'd hold on to the rope, and I'd with one hand, with my left hand, and I'd cut away the vines with my knife in the right.
Can I get you to make me an athletics check with
Yes.
one red and one red? No boosts or anything, just one red.
Just double checking to see if there's anything I can do.
It was going to be a purple, but I spent a destiny point.
J'accuse, the DM is working against us.
Actually, two purple, one purple, one red. Makes a bit more sense.
So can I just confirm that's 4 light side, 3 dark side of the Destiny?
No, it's the other way.
It's yeah.
Because I spent it.
Does it?
Yeah.
I spent it to disadvantage you guys.
Yeah, so 6 light side, 1 dark side.
Yes.
The result is 1 success and 4 advantage.
Nice. Good.
Very nice.
It wasn't that hard of a check anyway, so. You managed to hold on fine while cutting the vines off. You clear the hole completely.
Sweet. I'm just gonna. I'll lower my. I'll unhook the grappling hook, and then I'll just sort of like. How far down is it, like feet wise? Excuse me.
Bless you, noisy person. You do notice hidden between like you managed to skirt the thing through. In between sort of the hole there is like small like metal, like thin metal rods holding in place a circular, like a flat circular crystalline like object.
Huh. I try and like move it so that it's catching the light and aiming it at the crystal.
It was already doing that. It's stuck in place. It's very sturdy.
Huh.
Yeah, we got a new person join the dice tree.
Yes.
Hey!
Ness.
Ah, Ness, what's up, my friend?
Welcome to the dice tray, Ness.
Little Coleman.
Welcome.
Yes. Is there anything else I can hook the grappling hook onto that I can like retrieve it easily so I can lower myself down?
Yes, a metaphor for Mission Impossible.
Okay. I don't see that under the rules, Charlie. Can you point it out?
It's under the rule of cool, thank you.
Not really. Not in a place that you'd easily be able to recover it from.
How far is the drop?
20, 30 feet. About 20 feet. 20, 30
It's
feet.
usually about a minute into the song.
Nice. Is there like a pathway on the rocks or like something I can?
Oh yeah, you can climb back down again. You could, because it's the same route that you would have had to use to climb up there if you didn't have a grappling hook.
Yeah, I'll just climb down that way.
Okay. Athletics check me.
Okay.
For the 2 purple and a red.
Ooh. 1 success.
You climb down successfully.
Whew.
As Irene has moved out the way, you notice that the light coming through focuses, and a beam of light shines down at the crystal in the near center, and it starts to project a beam of light.
Shitting fuck. Guys, you know the thing twists. Maybe we need to put the light somewhere.
Which way?
I don't know. What looks like a door?
Well, there's lots of mirrors about, aren't there? And smaller crystals.
Do you want to give it a go, John?
Yeah. I go up to the crystal and the pedestal.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna want to twist it.
Like we did last summer.
Yeah.
Like we did last year.
I know what you did last summer.
I lost my pen.
That's what you did last summer. Damn, that was a boring summer.
Yeah.
There it is.
Only notable thing.
Brutal
I lost the
right
pen.
there.
That was the B plot of this evening, was Ben losing and finding his pen.
Subplot.
Which way do we twist it?
I
think
I'm gonna just twist it until either the light comes out or it reflects.
There's quite a few. There's quite a few pillars and pillars with mirrors on them, as well as a couple of other pedestals with
the nearest one, I guess.
With the same bit on it as well. It depends where you're.
Is there one to the left of the room, on the left-hand side?
There is a pedestal to the left and the right.
Let's try the one on the left, John.
Yeah. I guess we go over to the other pedestal. Or are we shining the beam to the other pedestal?
I think we're shining it to the left one, aren't we?
We shall do that.
To the left. To the left. Every beam of light to the crystal on the left.
Oh dear.
Okay. You shine it, and that one then starts to project a beam as well.
Oh shit, boys!
It's like a puzzle, like they used to make in like they used to do in like old newspapers and comic books. You guys not have those?
What? What are you talking about?
Bits just sort of like stares at you blankly.
You know, you'd have like the little like connect the dot puzzles. You got to figure out the right order to connect them in. It makes a picture. No?
I had to figure out the correct order to shoot my enemies so that I did not die.
It's kind of like that.
Roger.
It's at some point we have to introduce you to something other than shooting people.
Bits is sort of like does not respond, just it stares into the distance.
This is like the audacity of this bitch.
The light, the twist, the audacity of this bitch.
Yeah, so if we go to the crystal on the left and we tilt it, we might be able to like we kind of got to like join the beams up.
Right.
I don't know, Clive, what do you think? I don't know why, but I actually just looked over to the right of my room as if I expected it to be
Just fucking turn around as a goddamn Jango Fett clone, just in Stormtrooper armor, like, well, I think.
That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi! As the lockdown got to you, Reese.
Oh god.
Yeah, apparently it has.
Clive looks at his like
old clone troopers in robes.
Clive just sort of looks around and he's like, I don't know, maybe we've got to I think you're right. I think we've got to shine it on a particular spot and like the way will open or something.
Can we go back to that for a second? I think this is the way. The first side of madness is looking for clone troopers in your room. The final side of madness is actually finding them.
All right.
Reese, did you want a Mandalorian helmet for Christmas?
No, but Django's
No.
been telling me that you guys are acting sus, and I don't know. I don't know how trustworthy it is what you say.
Is there an airlock? We might need to fire someone out of it.
I don't know. What do you think, Bobber? We shall tilt the crystal the next crystal that's been lit up. Can we tilt it towards one of the ones at the other end, at the far end of the room?
So oh. Let me draw it out for you guys.
Okay.
That works.
If there's not a Boba Fett bobblehead, then that's a really missed opportunity.
You can get a Boba Fett bobblehead pop vinyl.
Fantastic.
I swear I'm not
Can
crazy.
you get a
He's
Jango
right
Fett
there.
keychain?
I think you can also get a Jango Fett.
Nice.
Wait. So you're telling me if I can get a Jango Fett keychain, I can put it on my keys, I can break the chain, and he becomes Django Unchained.
Yes, and so long as he is, and so long as he's chained, he's a jangly Jango Fett.
Oh.
You win either way.
Django.
Right, hang on. I'm sending you guys the
if you
picture.
want to go to
Smells Boba laid an egg.
I'm sending
if
it
you
in our
want to go to
Facebook.
Forbidden Planet, you can buy a Mandalorian helmet. The one from the show is like $1,000.
I feel like we need some Beskari steel.
I'd love to get Beskar steel.
I forgot where the chat is.
Facebook.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Oh, that's a great. I love that drawing. It wasn't going to Discord.
That's some good Swiss cheese right there.
You said it. You said it just as I thought. That looks like cheese.
Cheese.
Don't worry, I've got a drawing just above it with
I'm
the.
hungry again.
I've got the drawing just above it with the solution on it.
Tries to scroll up. Damn it.
Right, so where are we?
That top one. The top middle.
Okay. We're at the top middle.
Yep.
Right, and we've shined it where?
The one on the left. So the crystal on the left, which is not. So the big circles are pillars with crystal mirrors on them. The smaller circles are crystals.
Okay.
And there's 5 crystals.
Yes, 2 of them are embedded in the far wall.
So
I think.
And there's like a very crystalline mirror.
Does anyone else think we have to make it shine off of all the mirrors?
Possibly, but also we need to. But you're gonna have to have it. We're definitely gonna need to have it go through all the crystals, I think, as well.
I mean, my experience with puzzles in D&D, pretty shit. I usually get them wrong. Is that a character?
Oh. We had some meta commentary right there.
It's an ancient game that you play around the table and you roll dice.
Actually, it's a game in the far, far future.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. It's a
Um,
game set in a faraway place.
It's a game set match.
That.
I mentioned I'm really bad at light puzzles.
Same.
So it's got to pass. It definitely has to pass through all 3 crystals.
5.
The crystals crash.
There's 5 crystals.
Let's try Occam's razor. Let's try making it so that the one in the middle points at the one on the left. The one on the left points to the one opposite it on the right. And the one on the right points back to the middle. We can eliminate that possibility.
Do I know that there's 2 other crystals at the back?
You would have seen
pillars.
them. You notice one of the crystalline mirrors is actually high up on the wall, whereas all those other ones are all the crystals and all the other mirrors are like the same height. One of the crystalline mirror that is higher than the other, a lot higher than the others, is the one in the the one at the top middle.
Okay.
Right. Are any of the mirrors or anything angled upwards?
No, they're all angled. They're
Like
all
level.
they're all level, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I've just worked out the solution. making stuff up on the spot.
In true D&D fashion.
I'm gonna attempt to cheat. I'm gonna go shine. I'm gonna go shine my torch on the one at the far end of the room, the one that's angled up, the one that's higher.
Okay. It's just higher up. Doesn't
It
really
doesn't do anything when I shine the light on it.
Not your torch, no.
Ah, dang it.
It's about 15 feet up, so it's about halfway up the wall.
Bits just says, if we need more light, I can shoot out the rest of the ceiling.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Because the crystal in the window is the one that's concentrating the light. It's concentrated
okay, so it
light.
Concentrated.
No.
Darkness.
We'll save that as plan B. But
I'm not going to give any hints, so I'm going to shut up.
Oh dear.
So what are you
2
doing at
hours
the moment?
later.
What are you doing at the moment?
So wait, the light is hitting the middle of all the crystals, right?
Yes.
The 5 that are in the X. Can we twist that so that the light bounces off of the crystal on the top left-hand side? What happens then?
Okay. So the top left crystal, you shine the light into it. It just glows. It glows a very sort of like bright sunshiny color, like it's sparkly, like it's activated something, or attempted to.
Does any light that bounce off of it or
No.
anything like that, or is it just
No.
go straight into it?
Go straight into it, and it seems to sparkle and shimmer more than it did when it didn't. So like, it was like it had activated something within the crystal.
I guess I'll take.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. 1 sec.
I'll rotate the middle one so that it shines on the right crystal instead, and see if the left one keeps its sparkle.
As soon as the shine is taken off of it, it loses its sparkle. But then as soon as the right one happens, same thing happens again.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it would happen. I just wanted to. Always worth checking.
You do notice though that mirror up in the center, like the top mirror, that's a bit upwards, is rounded a little, whereas all the other ones are more flat, straight on, built into, like the ones that are in the columns are like built into the columns, like a spot is cut out for them. That's the only one which is curved.
Okay. I'm going to tilt the middle one and see if I can aim it up.
Okay. Yeah, so you touch the crystal to turn it, and in its place that it sat in, it does seem to turn and direct the beam upwards.
Okay.
As the beam hits the middle mirror, it starts to bounce off. I'm gonna draw it out for you guys.
Okay.
Just so you can see where you're at. I forgot a mirror as well.
Just trying to get a feel for how the light is behaving. Also, I've seen the photo that Mike has posted in the group chat, and it is very true. The lament is just so good. It's so good. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzle. How do the puzzles work?
It's a very philosophical question. How does the puzzles work?
How does puzzle? I'm guessing like this. The middle one refracts it into multiple beams that we can sort of like fiddle around with.
Oh,
There you go, Mike's back.
I think my audio cut out. I couldn't hear you guys at all.
Yeah, I sometimes get that a couple of times on Discord.
Yeah, so as you aim it, it seems to reflect off at 2 of the top corner mirrors, bounce down towards other mirrors, and reflect back onto onto the two crystals that were on the left-hand side. The left and right-hand side, even.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like it's almost done.
It does kind of. Oh, hang on, I drew that line wrong. I've got like a mini one that I've drawn up here as well.
All I'm gonna say before you guys like start to think that, I imagine the first thing you'd try is literally try to shine them at the crystals.
Yes, I'm guessing
So,
we can't hit those angles.
You can't hit those angles because the top center crystal is in the way, blocking it. Obviously, the angles on my picture. Obviously, the angles on my picture are different from my original picture slightly, but
Yeah,
it's still the same.
okay.
It's still the same concept of. I've marked out which particular mirrors you got to hit. So as long as you tell me the correct mirror,
I would
then
aim.
Then I know it. Then I know it works.
I would aim the one on the left, or the one that is to the left of us. That looks like it's on the left for us on the drawing.
Yes.
I would aim that one at the mirror on the right, in the middle.
Okay.
And the same with the crystal on the right for the mirror on the left. See if it reflects into the other crystals.
Okay. It doesn't, so it reflects it to reflect back onto the. So the one on the left is going to the one on the right, and the one on the right is going to the one on the left in the center. Did you say?
Yes.
It just reflects it onto a wall, onto the wall.
Okay. Flip side of that then, left to left and right to right.
Okay. It bounces it off a couple of mirrors, but doesn't get where you need it to.
Okay.
Hang on, did you say left to left and hang on, what did you say again? Left to left and right to right?
Yeah, left to left middle, right to right middle.
One sec, hang on. The one to the right. So the one to the left doesn't seem to do it correctly. But the one to the right,
okay,
it bounces off, it hits the bottom left, a mirror on the right hand side of the bottom left pillar.
Okay.
Which bounces it up to the pillar on the right hand side of the top left pillar,
Mm-hmm.
which bounces it to the top right pillar, which bounces it to the top left pillar, which bounces it to the back left mirror, then to the one at the back at the left, then to the side bottom left, and then into the crystal on the right hand side, and it starts glowing.
Okay. Top column on the right hand side, has that been hit?
Yeah. So all the columns, the two columns on the right, which have a singular light source coming from, have actually both been hit. So the bottom right one has actually been hit twice, but at different angles. So it has reshone at a different angle.
Okay. I will try aiming the right crystal then at the exact same one.
Do you mean the left crystal?
Yeah, the left crystal. Sorry.
Okay. That's the exact same one that you tried first time round. It just bounces it onto the wall.
Oh yeah, no, of course it is. Stupid.
Is anyone else Anyone else thoughts of anything?
Anyone else got any ideas?
So I'm just gonna follow Irene with what she's doing.
Come on, Irene.
So the lights, the crystals, when they light up, how long do they stay lit up when the light is off of them, or
they don't?
They don't. No, I tested that.
Okay.
So at the moment, one mission in here. So
at the moment, the one on the right is lit up because the right crystal is pointed at the mirror on the right, and it's rebounded off a bunch of things into the right crystal.
Yes.
So it's the crystal on the left.
We need to
figure out which one that goes.
That was the harder one for me to make a solution for as well.
Of course, that's the way. Which crystal on the end of the room is lit up? The one on the left or right?
The one on the right.
Okay, so this one, I'm just going to mark it. This one is lit.
It's lit, fam.
I'm going to aim the left crystal at the top left wall mirror and see if it rebounds into the left crystal.
Just misses at every single angle, even at the tightest angle. It just misses. It doesn't hit.
I'm going to try. I see there's two mirrors on the left-hand pillar. I'm going to try the left mirror on the left pillar.
Top left or bottom left?
Top left.
Top left pillar. Okay. You can't really get a good angle at it. The angle that you hit it as makes it hit the corner of the room.
Okay. In that case, I'll flip it round and try the bottom left. See if I can get a multi-rebound.
So it kind of just bounces off of one other mirror. But then misses another mirror and just hits the wall. Light beam wise.
What about bottom left wall mirror?
You can't see it.
Oh, dang.
The bottom left or back left?
Bottom left.
Bottom
so
left.
The one on
the side.
The one on the side, yeah.
Okay. You do hit that. It does hit another one. All that seems to do is fire the light beam back into the right hand crystal.
Okay.
As in the one that turns, the crystal that turns.
Alright.
It's the central right crystal.
Bits, you got any ideas?
Negative. Can we shoot our way out yet?
Hang on. I think we've still got a couple more options we can try.
Blitz is currently eyeing up the wall that he thinks might be the way forward. Points of weakness. When the only tool you have is a gun.
Make a perception check of like 3 purple.
Is that me?
Okay.
Yes. What's Irene doing in the meantime?
One success, 4 threats.
You don't find any thingy, but it's stressful. It's stressing you out that you're not finding a solution. It's a take 2 strain.
Yeah, it's stressing me out that
it's stressing out your circuit.
I can't shoot anything.
It's stressing you out.
Solution.
Also,
I'm like that wizard who always casts fireball. This is the solution to every problem.
So
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said cast fireball. So any other solution?
Okay, left-hand crystal to back right mirror.
So it shines, it bounces off of that mirror onto another mirror, and the angle trajectory is just perfect enough to hit the left-hand crystal.
Yeah.
As that one starts shimmering, you feel sort of like the building vibrate as the floor starts to open up in the center of the room. Like the floor just slides apart to reveal a staircase going downwards. You have to walk near to the entrance of the bit to actually get to it.
Okay.
But yeah,
onto the boss fight.
Onto the boss fight.
What do you mean boss fight?
Nothing. Roger.
Okay. I'm sure we'll get to
Clive.
at some point.
Clive is quite impressed. He was looking at it. He was trying to work it out as well, but you just sort of beat him to that. Like I imagine you were trying to workshop it with people.
Yeah, well, that's why I was.
It's like you got them to just getting people to walk the paths as you're trying to do it. But you guys eventually work it. Clive seems a bit excited. He's like, "Huh, that was a very clever entrance mechanism." Well, yeah. I guess
do you think they had to do that
onwards
every
and
time
downwards
to go into the temple?
I think that it's a safety feature when everything went to shit.
That's pretty cool.
It was probably put in place before, like by some Jedi that survived Order 66.
Oh,
the culling.
Maybe there's some of them here.
Oh, maybe. I don't think that they would have. Well, they might have locked them. I don't think they would have locked themselves in though.
Not unless they had another way to get out.
No. Anyway, onwards and downwards.
Yeah, let's go.
Clive waits for someone to lead the way.
I still have my gun out. I go down.
Do you have your light? Do you have a light out at all?
Yeah, I've got the light as well. I'm doing the whole
glow stick. Okay. You lead
sturdy tactical.
You lead the way down into a room with quite a few Jedi murals in it. They're very sort of like nice looking. They are carved into the rock.
Woo.
They look to be written in what feels like might be an old language that you might not have seen before.
Ooh la la.
He's king of the castle.
King of the castle. King of the castle. I have a chair.
You also notice a couple of skeletal bodies on the floor. Just 2.
Oh, dang.
By the way, this is at the back, like running his vibro knife through the mural.
As he walks along. Oh, is he like putting scratches in it?
Yeah. Just to be a dick.
Disrespectful.
It was like, it's so beautiful.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I see that.
Is he doing it obviously?
He's not being that subtle about it, no.
You see it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You do hear though that what sounds like the floor up top closing again though.
Oh crap, guys! Oh no! Oh bollocks!
And now we're locked in.
Oh,
Or so you
shit.
think. He's like, no, I'm sure there's always a way to get out again, and then he sort of like kicks the skull of one of the things in front of like Irene's glow light.
6 Dragon
Ah.
here.
There's like there's 2 dead bodies in there.
Are you sure about that, Clive?
There are some dead bodies here.
I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't have done that to make it so that you wouldn't be able to get out again, surely. These people probably just didn't find it. Either that or they were just dead for years and years and years and years and years.
You saying that like you know, or like you're hoping?
I'm hoping.
Good.
I'm really hoping.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Hey, Bits. Can you see anything with your goggles? Like, any...
Yeah, Bits sort of flicks the goggles down to see in the darkness.
So does Bits like desecrate all of the murals?
Not now that he's got an actual purpose. That's something else to be doing.
How many did he do?
Just the one. I don't know. I was at the back, so however
There
many I got
was-
to before.
There's 10 murals in total.
Yeah, probably the first 2.
Okay.
You're just like carving little moustaches in them.
Basically, or like running lines across where their necks would be. And such like that.
There's like 5 on each side of the room.
Yeah.
What side did you do? Left or right side?
Left.
Left side. Okay. Is that left as in like left? As you
As
walk?
in Bits' left-hand side, yeah.
Gotcha.
Because he'd be holding his weapon mainly in the right hand, whereas the dagger
Yeah.
in the offhand.
Okay. I'm just trying to work out how to pop these together.
Ruh-roh.
No, it's just right in the order because I numbered all of them, so it was just like how to number them.
So is it? We're in this room shining the light around. Is it just the like with Bits helping as well? Is it just this corridor full of murals, or is there anything beyond it?
Roll me a perception check.
Can I get a boost from Bits?
Yeah, sure. Why though?
Just an
Hang
average.
on, how? Why?
Average check.
What?
Because
What?
he's helping me with the goggles down.
Okay. Average. Yes, average.
2 successes, 2 advantage.
Yeah, sorry. 2 successes.
And 2 advantage.
Okay, you find written in what seems to be an old language. Charlie, how much, like in terms of languages, how much would Bits know?
I mean, he's been stationed all over the place. He's not specifically a linguist though, but it depends on what information would have been useful to him, I guess, when he was in the war and such. Mostly.
Was he stationed? Hang on.
Main places he was stationed. The major battles that he was a part of were Kashyyyk and Geonosis. He obviously was stationed other places as well, but those are the major places.
Okay, that's not going to help you. How much?
Irene doesn't really have any knowledge, so I don't even know if she'd be able to read it.
Thing is, I already had in mind what language it was.
Okay.
What knowledge skill would it come under? Because we could all just roll and see if any of us randomly happen to
Isn't there
know
like a
bit of it.
knowledge language skill? I'd say
I'm
it's
trying-
knowledge education.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'll make a roll, but
Should we all give that a go just to see if our characters happen to know it, even though we don't have any specific,
'Cause it wouldn't
really strong
be.
reason
Hang
to
on.
maybe know it?
One sec.
my only thinking is if it's like a really, really old language, like I don't know if like John Luke and Irene would know it because they've not been around that long.
To be fair, Bits hasn't been around that long either, and neither has the Clone Troopers. So it's a matter of would we have come across it in some way, shape, or form? It depends, because you as a smuggler would have been around a bit.
I've been
I've
around.
been stationed all over the galaxy, so
What in terms of, so obviously he would speak his native language. He would, because technically each character, like you would speak Ryle, you would, could be in a Twi'lek. Bits can obviously speak binary, and I'll let him choose a couple of other languages. He probably understands Wookiee minorly.
Yeah, and Geonosian.
And
He
Geonosian.
knows all the insults and death threats.
I imagine John Luke would know a few. He'd probably I'll say that this is like an ancient version of a language that John Luke is actually somewhat aware of, knows it a little, probably enough to take a guess at what it says. Depending on your knowledge in education check that you rolled me with 2 purple.
I can roll you an education check. I got a success.
Okay.
So single success.
You recognise it then?
Do you guys want me to translate this?
Wait, you know what it says?
Roughly.
Roughly.
Yeah, sure. Got no other options.
Ben, a rough translation, please.
Rough translation of it, from what you can gather from it, it says something about a code, and following it will lead you forward. Looking at the murals,
to do with a code.
Looking at the murals, the pictures all seem to depict something in each of them, and it does seem to have like a word underneath all of them. That is a bit harder for you to make out.
What does it look like they're doing in each picture?
Can I roll knowledge? Can I roll knowledge Clone Wars to see if I can decipher that information? Because I know out of character what that's alluding to, but Bits might be a bit.
I don't know if Bits would know about that.
No, but I'm thinking he might know who to ask, if you know what I mean.
I'd say that wouldn't be a roll at all then.
Oh, okay. So he basically just asks he asks Clive if the Jedi have some kind of code.
Well, yeah, I think they had a code of honor. I don't really know. I'm not really too sure on it. I think there was something about like emotions and knowledge and peace and harmony and some stuff about the Force. I'm not too sure.
Do I have to clear my mind again? Will that help?
You could try, I guess. I don't know if it's going to help you or help us.
I give it a go. I'll sit in front of the text, like in just like a little, just cross-legged, and I'll try and clear my mind and focus.
Roll me a discipline check with 2. It's going to be 1 purple and a red, but I'm going to upgrade a purple to a red. So 2 red. Meaning, you have all light side.
I can't flip on this turn though. If you've already flipped, can I?
You can, but it also means you won't get It means you won't get super uber. You can use the lot of destiny points to do something like super cool, like I did, to drop an elevator.
I'll leave it then. I'll wait so we can have that opportunity.
Fair.
My end result was 1 triumph.
1 triumph, which inadvertently counts as a success.
Yeah.
You sort of close your eyes, and as you just sort of feel like you hear whispers of like the past all around you, and you just you vaguely understand what's being said. From what you can hear from the whispers, it's like no emotion. I'm not even going to whisper it because otherwise no one's going to hear it on stream. No emotion, only peace. No ignorance, only knowledge. No passion, only serenity. No chaos, only harmony. No death, only the force.
I repeat that out loud.
Clive sort of like thinks for a moment, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I think I remember hearing that before now. Actually, been a long while. Been a long while." He totally just succeeded on his knowledge check.
Just whispering to me.
They
say.
Ray.
They say something about stop the robot from scratching our statues.
You hear. Well,
Clive just looks
Hall
over
of
bits.
Magnificence, where every hero
Sanchez is a fucking Jedi.
Use the Force,
I've got to make Sanchez a Force exile now.
I'll do it.
It's like in Force Awakens when there's like you hear Ray, but you hear Irene.
No, but yeah,
voice.
you heard no emotion, only peace. No ignorance, only knowledge. No passion, only serenity. No chaos, only harmony. No death, only the force.
So Bits now goes back to the murals, some of which he has desecrated.
Yes, you desecrated the first 2 on the left, didn't you?
Yes.
It looked like the first one on the left looks like a figure holding, like a couple of figures holding a heart in their hands.
Okay.
And on the right?
The other one that he destroyed on the left. Oh, the one on the right? The one opposite it, or the other one he destroyed?
The one opposite, yeah.
Okay, because he destroyed the first 2 on the left, didn't he?
He scratched them up a bit. It was only a dagger. It's not.
Yeah,
completely destroyed. But
a vibro knife.
Vibro knife, yeah.
Dark saber.
So the other one that he scratched off, it looked like a very hang on, I've got to try and think of how to word this now. It looked like a few Jedis just sort of holding hands.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's the one opposite the one with the heart in the hand.
Oh no, not the one opposite. That's the one next to it. Sorry. The one opposite looks like a cloaked figure, holding his hand out, lifting up a crate, a box.
I think that might be the one.
There's 8 other murals, 7 other murals that I haven't described yet.
Yeah. So wait, one sec. So we've got the first on the left hand side, like on our left hand side.
Yes.
We've got the one with the heart.
Yes.
And then we've got holding hands.
Yep.
And let's just carry along like that. What's the other ones on the left hand side?
The other ones on the left hand side are it's really hard to try and describe these into like thingy forms without me saying like blatantly what it is.
It's like playing what's it called? The taboo, isn't it? Where you can't say the word.
Yeah.
You have to say everything but the word.
You notice on that one it seems to be someone holding a heart but with flames around them. And flames around, or holding a flaming heart. Holding a flaming heart, that works better.
Okay.
I'm having to like Google and see what pictures come up for the words.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Next one.
I was just fucking with you, by the way. They didn't say anything about you scratching the statues.
Next one is.
Bits isn't phased by the ghosts.
Next one on that one is some robed figures holding books.
Okay, I think
and holding a book above their head, like that typical Jesus-y, like godly thing.
Ben, not to interrupt, but could you repeat what they said to me, just so I can write it down?
No emotion, only peace.
It's literally the Jedi code. You can
just
Google it.
Just Google the Jedi code.
Okay.
Shortcut.
I just sort of paraphrased it.
Yeah, so holding a heart, holding hands, holding a flaming heart, holding books, and the final one on the left.
This one is a very obvious one.
Okay.
Well,
it's literally using the Force or something.
No, there's someone like. There's just sort of like some people just standing over a tombstone.
Okay. Yeah. And then on the right-hand side, there was someone holding up a crate, holding up a box.
Holding up a box, but not holding it. Holding it up like it was. They were reaching it out, and the box was in front of them. Levitating box. Then it was. What this one?
I think I figured it out though.
Oh, this one's an easy one. Someone meditating.
Is this still on the left? Yeah.
This is the right hand side now.
Okay.
Then you have. Then you have a book in the center and people. Then the next one is a book in the center, with people turning their back to it.
Cool.
Then it seems.
Yep.
Then it seems like. Rioting. In the next one.
Okay.
And then the final one. Is people like there's one person handing over to someone like a wreath while other people shake hands.
Okay. I think I've solved it.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so...
I'm just looking there with visible.
They're really pretty pictures. They're very well done murals. They are.
Visible confusion.
I literally took about 5 strain trying to work that out. Like IRL strain.
The IRL strain.
GM strain. So yeah, what do you guys want to... How... Like, obviously, Irene hasn't... Well, Irene has said the code out to everyone, hasn't she? She repeated what was said. No emotion, only peace. No ignorance, only knowledge. No passion, only serenity. No chaos, only harmony. No death, only the force.
I'm trying to forget. The only ones that I'm struggling with are peace and harmony, because I know it's one or the other, but I'm not sure which way around they are.
What do you think I was struggling with?
Yeah.
I
feel like everyone holding hands is more peaceful. Or is it? No, because if anything, shaking hands that's making peace, yeah. So the shaking hands and the wreath and everything else is making peace, presumably after some conflict, whereas holding hands would just be harmony. So, therefore, by my robotic logic...
I was going to say, like, it works so well because Bits is a robot. It's like, there's no outside interference. This is just literally just characters working it out because there's no pure intelligent skill.
Yeah. So no emotion. So ignore the holding heart and instead go for the... I'm going to try and like press on the handing over the wreath or the shaking hands, the one that I think is peace.
Part of the mural seems to depress.
Cool.
And then come back out again.
I try and cheer it up. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then...
It took me a second.
Welcome to Bits' comedy show.
It'll have you in bits. Hey.
Cancelled.
Bits and pieces cancelled tonight on CNN. And then then holding books, which presumably is knowledge.
Okay.
I would hope.
Press that.
And then after holding books, it would be serenity, which should be the meditation. Mistaken.
Okay.
And then
it depresses.
Cool. After that is harmony, which should be holding hands, hopefully.
I can just imagine a droid just walking around and just pressing on the wall and just stuff happening. It's quite cool. Quite amusing. The image of it. While John Luke just looks confused and Clive is just sort of watching on.
Visible confusion. It's the fucking Obi-Wan meme with visible confusion.
So yeah, so what's next after meditating?
After meditating, it was harmony. So it's harmony. So holding hands.
Okay. Yep.
And then finally the levitating box for the force.
Okay. The wall in front of you starts to shift. Dust starts to like thingy as the door opens, splitting in half.
Hey guys, I think I figured it. Oh, Bits, you already did it.
Take that, Mafaziz.
You walk. It leads to another. It walks to another corridor. The camera sort of shows you guys walking into it and then down another set of staircases. And the camera, as sort of the last person. What's the marching order? What's everyone walking in?
I feel like either either Bits or Irene would have gone down first.
Would John Luke be last?
I'm still visible confusion, so I'm just
I think.
Okay, as you're walking down there. So as you're walking down this staircase,
I'd most likely be last.
Okay. Clive is second last. So as John Luke's head sort of passes into the darkness, The screen fades to black and the credits roll.
Nice.
Star Wars.
So Irene's obligation was meant to come up, but I didn't get a chance to do anything on it.
Oh no.
What?
So I'm going to carry it. That's... It might
Episode
get carried
9,
over.
Irene's obligation.
It might get carried over. It might not. I just couldn't work it into anything anywhere. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Hope
Thank
you enjoyed
for
that
watching episode
stream.
8.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ifax.
Also, I just realised the session's over and we didn't use any of the force dice.
We didn't use any of our Destiny points.
No, I thought something might come up, something big, so I was like, I'm gonna save them, so we've got like a massive
pool.
Hoorah one.
Yeah, like in case we need
a
it.
real twist of fate.
I was going to say if you
carry them over for next session.
No.
Can we use them now to give bonus XP to Irene for being in a force like saturated area, even if it's just a small amount?
Oh yeah.
I was going to work out XP anyway soon. You know what? I'll give everyone you can use it and everyone can get 5 extra XP.
Yeah.
So we have 6, so 10 XP each. We have 6 light side, and this has been used.
7.
No. That's all of them.
We flip
using
all of them and everyone gets 5.
Oh.
Everybody gets 1.
Yeah.
I thought you meant it's 5 per.
Anyway, I'll work out the XP between. No, that is too much XP.
That'd be a lot. That'd be like a whole session's worth.
That would be like a mini adventure's worth. That'd be a couple of sessions worth, probably. Yeah, no, perfect. Thank you everyone for watching. I now need to continue the Indiana Jones theme thing because I might call it like the Temple of Doom.
Doom. We both were on the same wavelength, and I love it.
The Temple of Boom.
Did you
Temple
guys
of
just become
Dantooine.
best friends?
Okay, perfect. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you everyone.
Goodbye.
To our several new people who joined us as well. We'll see you next time.
Toodles.